In this video, we're going to set up the project for a server that will return the text "Hello World" when you send it an arbitrary request. Okay. Now this server will be written in a language called Clojure, and we'll use the library called Ring in order to achieve that. Now, let's get stuck in and create our project. So with that, to do that, we're going to need to use the command line new, and then the project name, in our case, it will be hello-world. Now we have that project, we're going to cd into it or move into the directory. If we look in the directory, we can see a couple of files and folders. For this particular video, we're concerned with the file called project.clj. Now, in this file, you can see that there's a number of keys or sections in this, one of which is dependencies. That's what we're interested in. And we're also interested in a section called plugins, which we'll add. Now, I have a copy of this lying around somewhere, a copy of the new or the updated version I want to have. So I'm going to overwrite that file with that. And if we look at it now, we can see that I've added a couple of sections here. So I've added ring call, ring jetty adapter, and also ring mock. Now these three dependencies will allow us to first of all run the server. That's what ring call and ring jetty adapter do. Ring mock will allow us to write and explore requests in the REPL. So ring mock specifically allows us to write requests in shorthand. Now let's see if we can first of all load up the dependencies, and then we're going to run a REPL. Now REPL is essentially a place in which we can explore and call the functions that we write using the dependencies. Or essentially, it's a function, it's a place where we can evaluate expressions. And you'll see how it works as you go along in any case. So the first thing we need to do is to call in or to load in the mock library. Now in order to do that, we're going to do ring mock.request. This is the way we load it in as mock. Now we can only do that because it's declared in that project.clj file. Once we have that, we can write a very, very simple request using that library. So let's do that. So we can call that using mock/request, and we declare our method that we're going to use, just to get, and then we just say, we can say, I don't know, A, B, C, something like that. And it can be any path, because the request is made up of the method and then the URL. That's two key features. There's other features, but this is a way to write it in shorthand. When we execute that, we see that it's expanded out to the full definition of a request in Ring, or the required keys that you need to have for a request in Ring. So we see that a request in Ring then is simply a map, a hash map, that has keys and values. So protocol is a key, for example, HTTP/1.1 is value. That's our first key value pair there, and so on and so forth. Now we'll use this in the next section to actually test a handler, to write and test a handler. See you in the next video.